One thing I've learned is this: there's no growth without struggle, and there's no progress without action. So if you're feeling like you're stuck, let me share a little story with you. One that'll prove to you that we've all been there and that you're closer to overcoming it than you think. All right. Okay. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to episode 2 of the weekly growth series, the weekly growth journal. Don't really have a name for this yet, but basically every week on this channel I share my personal growth journey with you guys as a creative entrepreneur. So the challenges I have each week, the wins, things to celebrate, the lessons that I've learned that I can hopefully pass on to you guys. And yeah, I'm excited for this. This is episode 2. You guys loved the first one. It got an overwhelmingly positive response, which I, to be honest, was not expecting, but so glad that you guys vibed with it, and I'm excited to keep this going. So episode 2, here we go. For this week, we are actually out here in Vancouver. You can tell by the lush forests that we're in. BC has some of the most pristine, beautiful forests in the world, in my opinion. And we're out here shooting a project, and then yeah, once that project's wrapped up, we fly back to Alberta, and then we're back to the cold Rocky Mountains. But while we're here, I want to lead today's video with a story because for one, it'll give you a bit of an update as to like where I am now versus where I was a year ago, which was completely different. And yeah, I hope you guys can take a few lessons and some inspiration from the story. So to start this year, I'm feeling extremely grateful. I'm feeling healthy. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling happy with the progress of the business, with just like my relationships, with my creativity. Like everything really feels like it's aligning this year. And unfortunately, last year at the beginning of the year was really tough, but I think we needed to go through this story that I'm going to share with you in order to like really appreciate the growth and to learn things. So at the start of last year, Colleen and I had essentially just begun our new life together in the Canadian Rockies, and we were also trying to build a new business together, which came with its own challenges. But outside of even just business, we were trying to figure out a new environment, trying to make new friends, trying to kind of like deal with new coping mechanisms, you know, like there's so much that changes. But then on top of that, business, like throwing business in there with your partner has so many challenges of its own. And we were trying to land new clients. There were like financial setbacks. There was car troubles, like bills were piling up, and it just felt like the world was kind of caving in on you. So that's where I was 12 months ago. Compare that to where I am now. It's completely different. But one of the things that I wanted to share is that in the midst of financial struggle, we started doing things that just didn't align with our values. For one example is we tried to curate our entire business around creating and running ads for companies. And that is like, we don't even know, I don't even like looking at ads. Like I don't even like watching ads myself. And the ad space is like something that I just didn't really know much about, but at some point down the line, somebody had suggested to me, or I had seen it somewhere that like maybe this is the direction we can go to make money. So we decided to follow that. We built the whole website. We started trying to acquire clients, and then a week later we were like, this is not us. Let's abandon it all. We kind of went back to the drawing board, looked at our values, looked what kind of like our strengths are, and just leaned into it. And sure enough, like as soon as we started to do that, the opportunities came in. So if there's one thing that I can just share as a lesson there is just like, do what feels right to you, lean into your strengths, lean into your values. And yeah, as long as you're authentic and you stay true to yourself and you do all that, then opportunities will come. Okay, the second win of the week is that this week, Colleen and I actually launched our Norway retreat. So for those of you guys that don't know, we host trips and experiences for creative individuals that focus on holistic development. It helps creatives kind of like experience the world, connect with other creative individuals. And then we also hold workshops that help creatives kind of like get closer to their values, their purpose, their identity, expand their storytelling. And this is something we're super passionate about. We've done a few of these in the past. So yeah, this next one is going to be in Norway, and it's going to be unreal. I think we have 16 applications already, which is so epic. But if you're a creative and you're watching this and you're thinking to yourself like, damn, how do I join this thing? I'll drop the link below to the landing page and you can check out all the deets. But yeah, it's gonna be so fun. So second win of the week is that we launched Norway. Let's go. Okay, and on the topic of connecting with other creatives, recently we hosted a New Year's Jam with over 20 different creators that we had met online over the years. So these are people we've met on Instagram, friends of friends, all under our roof to ring in the new year. So it was like super fun. We basically had a party at our house. We went for a couple hikes, we went skating, and yeah, we showed some people who flew in from Ontario, from BC. We showed them our home, we showed them our backyard. Some of them we showed them the mountains for the first time. So yeah, that was a huge win, and I'll share some footage, I'm sure, as we go through this of that weekend. So that was super fun. And since we're talking about social media, a big win has been the previous YouTube video. The first one that I did in this series has like completely exceeded my expectations in terms of like how it was going to be received. I didn't expect it to reach so many people. I didn't expect to get so many positive comments, and I couldn't go this week without kind of like just talking about that, because that was just so nice to see, like me put my heart and soul into a video and to see it be well received. So if you guys liked, commented, subbed from that first video, thank you so much. I appreciate you big time, and welcome to the channel. Okay, so now I want to talk about some of the challenges from the past week. Sometimes I can fall into the trap of like wanting things too fast. So sometimes I'll see what other people are doing and be like, damn, like they got it all figured out, you know? And I think it's because sometimes I compare my step 1 to their step 10, which is not fair to me. And I think, yeah, I can just find myself falling into that trap, and I'm realizing that I'm falling into that trap. So Colleen, for one, is very good at keeping me accountable, pulling me back and just being like, hey, take it one step at a time. So if there's one thing that I would share, it's that, take it one step at a time, and believe in yourself. So okay, so now on to the lessons. I kind of already shared one, but the first one is just take it one step at a time, trust the process, trust the fact that if somebody else was able to get there, there's no reason why you also can't get there. So that's the first thing that I would say. And the other thing that I'm constantly reminded of is just the power of social media. I think it's so easy to get caught up with like the numbers, the analytics, the data of social media. Like we're all trying to reach a new follower count or get a bunch of likes, you know, but when I say that social media has changed my life, I am not kidding. And that is because of the people that I've met. So obviously I shared the story of New Year's earlier this year. A lot of the really deep connections that I've made in my life actually began on social media. That all came from just sending a DM to somebody on Instagram, you know? So one of the things that I would say is use social media to be social, because when you meet people that are like-minded, it truly changes your world. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. And lastly, to end this off, I just wanted to give you guys something to ponder, which is, what is one thing that you can change this year to become the best version of yourself? Think about it. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And yeah, just want to thank you guys for tuning in to episode 2 of this weekly series. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.